Hi everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about text features. Today for your on-demand work in ELA, you will need your copy of this packet. It was in the last packet pickup that we had just a little bit ago. You will also need both your skeletons text, and your text collection, which includes this text, movers and shapers. So the first thing you'll notice about your assignment is that it asks you to write your name here at the bottom and write down the texts that you used to answer these questions. Even if you don't have these texts with you, that's okay. You can still do this assignment because each one of these areas gives you a picture and a description of the text feature that it's asking about. So this is divided up into 3 sections. I like to just kind of fold it and just go one section at a time. You might have your own strategy. Let's look at table of contents first. The table of contents is an important search tool that we also call a text feature in many different kinds of books. Ask yourself, what does the table of contents do? How is it helpful to a reader? Well, let's take a look at the table of contents in this book, Skeletons. If you turn to the table of contents, which is on page 3, you'll note that like all table of contents, there is a list of the chapters and the pages where to find them. Very helpful as a reader. So when it says page blank, how it helps the reader, you're going to write page 3. That's where we found that table of contents. How does it help the reader? The table of contents helps the reader by naming the chapters and the pages they can be found at. Write a complete and clear sentence about why it's important to have that particular kind of text feature. You're going to go on to find illustration. You can find an illustration in this book or in your text collection. If not, you still know what an illustration does to help you. How does it help you? So if these page numbers are blank, that's okay, because I know you've been working with text features since kindergarten and you know how to describe why an illustration is helpful in giving the reader more information. Captions. Now, there are a bazillions of captions that we saw when we were reading both texts. So the page number is less important, but what I'm concerned about is you writing a complete and clear sentence about how captions help the reader understand more. Keep going. Maps. It's kind of a dark picture, but you know what it's like to use a map. Now, there are no maps in these because it's not as relevant, but you know what maps do, so you can still answer this question in a high-quality sentence. The same goes for charts and graphs and timelines. There are no charts and graphs and timelines in these particular texts that we've been working on, but you've been thinking about charts and graphs and timelines for a long time. For sure, we learned about timelines in 3rd grade. You've been thinking about charts and graphs since kindergarten. I know that you know how they can be helpful. So your job is this: using these 2 texts as a basis for your understanding and building on it with these examples. Describe in a complete sentence how these different text features help a reader to understand more about what they're learning. All right, friends, I'm going to be gathering these. These are going to be turned into me. I expect capitals at the beginning and periods at the end of your sentences. And be sure to do a neat job that you are proud of. This is your on-demand work for today.